Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly. If you're new, I'm so happy to see you here. Please smash that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the reading. Keep in mind this will be a general love reading and some messages may or may not be for you. This is a channel for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, but all signs are welcome. Anything that you may need, all the links are in the description box below. You can become a member of my channel. You can also request personal readings from me. Okay, so glad to have you here and let's get on with your reading. Okay, Virgos, let's get into this. What are the messages for June 2023? From the time you're listening to this through June 2023, what does Virgo need to know? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? Okay, whoop. Ascension, very good. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Very nice. Let's see what else does Spirit want you to know. Wow, that one flew out. You've got passion, insane chemistry, liking each other equally, and having fun. Okay. I don't know, I can't shuffle today. Okay, and you've got talking. Okay, Virgo, interesting. Maybe you'll be meeting someone. Virgo, you're definitely going through some kind of ascension, some kind of change in your life here. Okay, whatever obstacles or issues or things going on with you, you're breaking barriers in the month of June, overcoming some things, and entering into a new phase in your life, which is lovely. Okay. And I feel like you're going to be like talking to someone, conversing with someone a bit more. There's also like an awaited message coming for you, comes out of the blue, a text, a phone call, an email, someone kind of like in your periphery. Yeah, kind of like just keeping near you in some way, wanting to talk to you. And like you and this person have a very insane chemistry. Okay, there's like an equality between the two of you. I don't know. I'm really interested to see who this person is and what's going on. I mean, you're definitely going through some kind of change in your life at this time, you and another person for sure. Let's take a look. Learning from the past, entering a new phase. Okay, you've got trust. Situation is calling for you to have faith, Virgo. Let's see. Finances and career. Okay. Factor in a relationship at this time. Let me see. What else? Oh, that one didn't want to come out. They're all like, yeah, we'll jump. No, we won't. Okay, and asking for and accepting support from other people. All right, very good. Okay, so Virgo, let's get into this and see what's going on here, because you're definitely, at least either you specifically or a relationship. And by the way, I hope you guys had a great holiday weekend. Definitely ascending, like you and or another person, or just the energy of some kind of a relationship going through a shift and a change. There's a lot of passion between you and another person. Like the chemistry is like off the chain. And yeah, I just feel like there's going to be some conversations taking place. All right, let's get into this. I want to see what else is going on here. I'll see if Spirit can tell you a little bit more about this relationship or this connection with this person. Okay, so you've got the moon in reverse. So there's definitely clarity coming. Okay, could be with a Pisces. But a truth is being revealed. Okay, maybe you get some kind of message in your dreams, or another person does. What is this truth coming out? This truth being revealed. Oh my gosh. Okay, Page of Cups. Well, somebody's definitely going to tell you that they, there's going to be a message for sure, some kind of communication. Like I said, a text, phone call, or an email. There could be an apology, or someone accepts an apology. The Page of Cups is always this energy of like sweetness. So I feel like there's some sweet communication. And the moon in reverse is kind of like it's like having the brightest, the fullest moon instead of like a new moon or an eclipse, where everything's darkened. There's like a lot being exposed and being revealed here going into June. Okay. Now you've got the King of Pentacles. Look at all this Pentacle energy. King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like someone here, there's some type of communication while someone is at work, okay? Now that could be you, or this could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, whether it's Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But I do feel like either someone is thinking about reaching out to you. They're spending, like while they're at work though, they're really busy. Or there's some kind of text communication or call or something along those lines where there's something either to do with an apology somebody gives you, or they receive it, or they receive some kind of message, or there's something about communication going on here. And I feel like there might be a hesitation to either send a message, or there's someone thinking about what to say, to initiate some kind of communication along those lines. I feel like this King of Pentacles, you could be getting a message from someone and just kind of like, looking at it, and, there's an energy of the King of Pentacles is like, should I or should I not respond? Is it worth it? Should I invest? Should I not? Is this going to bring me to the Ten of Pentacles if I invest, if I just keep reaching out? I feel like, or if I keep responding, or if I do reach out and initiate something here with another person, this King of Pentacles is like, what can be found here? Because that Ten of Pentacles is like leaving a legacy. This is an energy of someone wanting the whole kit and caboodle. Someone's like, there's an energy, the King of Pentacles is very stable right now. Okay, very stable, very focused on work, career, finances. And this has an effect on a love relationship, okay? Because I feel like somebody might be very I want to say like work oriented. It's like we always, I guess, try to have like a work life love balance, but I feel like someone is more or less very focused on their coin, like it's work first, the love later, that kind of thing. So I do feel like this King of Pentacles is contemplating. They're sitting in contemplation. They're thinking about they're thinking about you. They're thinking about some kind of communication. Let me see here. What else is going on here? So I don't know. Some of you might have reached out to somebody and, excuse me, sent like a long message or a text message or something sweet, or called someone on the phone. There's just this energy of a reach out, I feel, and an overcoming some problems or issues. Okay. And if you had done that, or if you are thinking about doing that, like here you are thinking like, should you or should you not send some kind of a message to another person, and also this person doing the same. Okay, so there's a little bit of contemplation, but there's also a need to reveal someone's feelings. Okay, let me see. What else is going on here? So I do feel, like I said, there's going to be some kind of communication for sure, and there's going to be some change. Definitely. Things are going to start moving forward in June due to some kind of text, phone call. Let me see. Either someone's apologizing to you, or if there's two people trying to like kiss and make up, that kind of thing here. Okay, whole bunch of cards. Okay, they just want this one. Yeah, look at all the pentacle over here. I feel like this is like two different messages, honestly. There's feels like though, like this hesitation between two people, I I do feel like there's a King of Pentacles who's kind of weighing their options. Like, it feels like a real heavy decision whether or not to do something here, whether or not to reach out, or whether or not to give or accept some kind of apology, or whether or not to have some kind of, you know, relationship of some sort. And I feel like somebody might be communicating with their friends or asking their friends whether or not they should or shouldn't do something. Yeah, this is something. But I feel like the desire here for change is very strong. Look, and you've got the Knight of Cups here. There's like a really strong love connection here. Somebody wanting, like, kind of contemplating, should I make a love offer or should I not? Should I propose? You know, should I express how I feel, or should I just take my time and go slow? Should I wait? Should I make a solid offer? Just, you know, I do feel like this is so much on the table right now. Okay, overcoming some kind of obstacles. So what was an obstacle that's being overcome right now? Tell Spirit, tell Virgo, what is the obstacle that's being overcome? Closing the gap, perhaps, on a long-distance relationship, or overcoming some struggles or chaotic emotional energy, some fear, coming out of a comfort zone. This is what this feels like. You know, that's what an obstacle was. There might have been some kind of block or a barrier with the Six of Swords, right? Because I feel like the Six of Swords, you know, coming away from it, where if it was in reverse and trying to get it upright, in reverse is kind of like unable to move on, having stagnancy in a relationship, or like maybe some travel issues. But in the upright, it's great because it's overcoming it's overcoming being stuck and being able to make a transition here. And that's what I feel like ascension is happening. Okay. So, yeah, Virgo, I do feel like there is like this little bit of hesitancy whether to reach out or respond, either on your part or another person's. But is it going to happen? I mean, I do see this overcoming ascension. What's going to happen in here? Because even with the Wheel of Fortune, I mean, like, the wheels are moving. You know, somebody's wheels are like, even in their brain, the hamster wheel's going. Somebody's thinking really hard about something here. Let's see. Oh, wow. Got victory. And the Two of Cups. So I do feel like there's two people here. You and another person are going to have victory in a relationship. And kind of like, it feels like, have a restart where come together as friends and try to build upon that with the Two of Cups. Like, there's a mutual feeling of love and attraction here for sure. Okay. So I feel like, you know, if this person owes or feels like they want to apologize to you, if they reach out to you, you know, it's a tough kind of thing for this person to make this transition, to try to make some kind of change out. Maybe they're just someone who, maybe there's not going to be an apology, but there's just going to be kind of like, not directly, but an indirect kind of thing of like, you know, they want to talk to you and just kind of like segue into bringing a relationship back into union and prepare for a union kind of situation here. Let's see what's going on with this King of Pentacles. Now, just remember, the role can be reversed. It could be you reaching out or apologizing for something, or responding to an apology, or vice versa. All right, tell me more about this King of Pentacles. Okay, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. So there's another female in the picture here, or another person in the picture. Who is this? Okay. So there's a King of Cups and a Queen of Wands. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But the King of Cups generally... Oh my goodness. Hold on. My stuff's falling off the wall here. What's happening? Okay. So the King of Cups is generally Scorpio, and the Queen of Wands is generally Aries. Okay, so there is two people who are, I don't know, let's see, what's the significance of these two people? Okay. Oh, there's a strain. There's a strain. There's two people who are a couple, and there's a strain. I feel like it's you and another person. There's this feeling of being kind of like feeling trapped, or not able to get out of a situation here. And I feel like this might be more along the lines of a worry with, you and another person in a relationship. There's some kind of, I'm not really a big fan of the Eight of Swords when I see this card, but I feel like there's this isolation, imprisonment kind of energy, or self-imposed like prisoner kind of energy between two people. Maybe you view somebody like that, or they view you like that. I feel like you're both viewing each other that way, like you both sabotage this relationship, maybe in reaction to each other. Okay, and there's a concern, but another person seems to be like, no, staying very positive. Things can work out. You know what I mean? So I don't know. They just wanted to tell me more. I feel like there's another person here who maybe they have low self-esteem, or they have some mental struggle of some sort. Okay, whether there's like depression, or they're always on the verge of anxiousness, or there's something going on in the brain. So, this doesn't feel like an emotional thing. This feels, even with the swords, it's all about the thoughts. It could be negative thinking, or someone who is down on themselves a lot, or they don't feel like, they kind of like, I don't know, put barbed wire on themselves, even though they can change their thinking, and their feet are free. They can actually move their thoughts and move themselves out of this energy. But I feel like there is some kind of mental struggle, not emotional. It doesn't feel emotional. It feels like a mental struggle that has to do with this relationship. But I mean, with the Wheel of Fortune here, this is kind of like, to me, where, it's a major arcana. And as a matter of fact, the two major arcanas here are the Moon in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a really, really strong energy of bringing clarity to a situation and making change. And I feel like the overall message here so far is that's what's coming. An opening up, of revealing, and getting things going in a positive direction. So, yeah, there's a little bit of struggle here. I feel like maybe somebody has issues with their self-worth, or doesn't feel worthy. But, I do feel like there's going to be some kind of talk, sitting down, maybe having some coffee or some drinks, and just kind of chatting about things. It's real light with the Two of Cups. This is not a majorly heavy energy, but with that Caduceus, this is a very healing conversation. I feel like that's going to happen, and there's victory. And this is, it's not pride, because pride kind of always goes before a fall. This is more along the lines of like good news coming, and success, and even recognition. Two people recognizing each other, and recognizing the Two of Cups, their mutual love for one another. So, I mean, there's very positive energy happening here in June. So I do feel like there's going to be the startups of some kind of conversation with someone where there's healing. There's healing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Healing from what? Some toxic energy. Absolutely. Healing from some toxic energy, Virgo. You and another person. Let me just see. I'll get a couple more cards. I mean, I love this. I think this is just very beautiful. Healing. Look at this. Good vibes all around. Healing, good vibes, success, joy, and happiness from this devil energy. So this this relationship had some very toxic elements to it, okay? There might have been some type of an addiction or very negative behavior or a sense of control. There might have been control, obsession, greed, or this very negative bonding between two people, the lack of freedom. You know, when the devil is in the reverse, this is about recovery, you know, getting out of kind of like a bad way of interacting with each other. Yeah, so there's definitely going to be healing. You know, this, to me, it's crazy. I don't know what's going on, but I gotta say, this is kind of like, let me see how I can articulate this, because you're going to think I'm nuts, but this just came to me. I'm looking at this and I'm seeing like a vampire, okay? And you know how like the vampire sleeps during the day? The vampire controlled by the devil, right? That's devil energy, right? But this vampire is being exposed. And what happens when you put a vampire out in the daylight, right? They burn up, they disappear, okay? So this might have been some kind of relationship that, I mean, I know that doesn't sound very positive, but I don't feel like you were another person were like vampire and having a vampire love relationship, but I do feel like something about, you know, someone disappearing during the day and then only being around at night. And I don't like, all I can say, Virgo, all I can say is this is getting exposed. This vampire energy is going away. There is healing and recovery from this energy and peace. Okay. Does that mean you and another person are actually going to get back together and have a long term? Not necessarily, but I do feel like there's a lot of healing with the sun, Capricorn, Leo energy. I do feel like they're also telling me I said Taurus and Aquarius, but I feel like there's going to be a huge healing. Like things are going to get exposed. That it's not toxic people. It's toxic energy. It's like a virus, you know, like when the vampire bites you, you know, they drain out your blood and then you're like completely changed. This is like a healing, you know. The sun, I don't know, the sun exposes everything and it's very healing, you know. So I don't know, Virgo, I just feel like I'm not really seeing if it's going to turn into a long-term kind of thing. If anything, there may be just forgiveness and friendship, which is very positive. Excuse me. But I feel like the first thing that's going to happen is you and another person are going to come together and try to heal something, come back into some kind of union, or just come into some kind of union, even if this is just a friendship or a family member or a work colleague, or it could be a lover. There is this, okay, this is like a meeting of the minds, both two people coming into agreement and exchanging their cup of love, okay? And that is, each one sits there with the Ace of Cups, okay? So this is like a restart or a start, okay? I like it. I do. I like it. Let me see. I just want to look at you here for a second, Virgo. What's going on with you? Because you're going through change after change after change. Okay. Well, okay. Hold on. Okay, Virgo. Now you've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, one little thing I want to say about the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This can be an energy of someone. This is a card of cruelty. Okay, of cruelty. Now let me see. It's a card of. It represents someone who, it's just someone who's deliberate with their words, critical and a little harsh. And I was asking about you, so I'm not calling anybody out, okay? Virgo, is it you who is critical with your wording? If you were, and you can keep it to yourself, Is there something that you feel, you don't have to actually give an apology if you don't want to, but is there something that you feel like maybe you shouldn't have said or wished that you hadn't said? Maybe there's an energy for some Virgo here who does make an apology to someone and is like maybe not wishing to get back into a relationship with another person, but is just wanting to make peace. Okay, so Virgo, if that's something you're thinking about and that feels like maybe it'll be the right thing for you to do, not for another person, but for you, so you can release and not have anything like to try to like score something up here, so you can free yourself if you have a feeling like even if you feel justified. There's one thing about making an apology for hurting another person, but it doesn't mean that everything's okay. You still have to, kind of like stand by. There's a reason why you said something to another person. And was it the way you said it, or was it just a difficult way, a hard time communicating your feelings? And did you lash out or say something to someone that you wish you could take back your words? And not what you meant, but take back your words. Yeah, is there someone here that might be feeling that way? Of course. And is it you maybe giving an apology to somebody? Sure, it could be. Does someone accept your apology or forgive? I see that happening here because of the Two of Cups. But that's a small message. I know. Don't harp on anybody who's feeling let's not get into some kind of ego thing here. Sometimes we're all human, right? Well, all the time we're all human, and sometimes we say things that we wish we hadn't have said, or sometimes we wish that we had said something when we didn't. Okay, so there's that energy. Let me see what else is going on for you here, Virgo. Forgiveness doesn't always mean reconciliation. Sometimes it's just a matter of, making peace. I feel like it's always good to be on peaceable terms, and being human and saying things that we wish we hadn't said and doing things we wish we hadn't done. It's all a part of being human. But if we can settle things with other people, not necessarily to reconcile with them, but to, unless two people want to, that's great. But if that's not a possibility, it's always good to try to make peace anyway, so that nothing is left, no strings are left unturned. And making apologies or having forgiveness is all for you, and it's not for anybody else. Okay, it's a clearing of your conscience. So for some of you, this is a situation for you where you do feel like you're going to, or you may want to apologize to someone for something. Okay, and if that's the case, it's all about just being a better person. Okay, just being the better person, being above board with the Emperor here, being, having self-respect and giving respect to other people and taking a leadership role in your life. Okay, now I know, you all do what you want. I'm not telling you what to do, but I do feel some of you may be apologizing to a father, or some of you might be just trying to make peace with an elder, someone who is older, or someone who sits in a leadership position. Maybe some of you need to apologize to your job, your boss, or an employer. Some of you, look, I'm not in your head. I don't know exactly what's going on, but that energy, some of you want your job back, and maybe something happened, and maybe something on your end, you might have felt like you could have handled something better, and some of you might actually want to try to make peace with another person. Okay, and you know what, Virgo, if that's what you want to do, hey, more power to you. It takes a lot of strength to be humble and to humble yourself and say, you know what, no matter how another person treats me, I should not lower myself and act the same way. I need to stand up for who I am and just be my best self at all times. Even though I may fall short at times, I need to give where it's due, so that, can correct a situation. Like I said, there's no guarantee that there'll be reconciliation, but I do feel like there will be if you're intent on apologizing to someone for something. If you are, I do feel like there will be this, okay, we're going to overcome this obstacle here. All's forgiven. And do we want to try to have that reconnection? Is someone going to hire you back, or are you and a family member or a friend or a lover or whatever going to come in to talk? Yeah, I do feel like there will be some kind of communication. Now, if you're not the one who needs to give an apology, I do feel like someone is also going to take the lead and stand up. So that would be in reverse, and try to settle things with you if they were cruel. Sometimes cruelty doesn't have to be a direct type of thing. Sometimes cruelty can be in the form of neglect, where neglect means not attending to something, so it's kind of like if you say, if you neglect your plants by not watering them and putting them in the sun and all, hey, that's plant cruelty. Don't be cruel to your plants. So what happens? They wither and they die, right? So sometimes cruelty can be in the form of a lack of attention, right? So, if that was happening, you were experiencing that, that energy of someone, like even at your job, you felt like you weren't getting recognized for certain things, or you were being overlooked, I do feel like something comes up here, because finances and career is here. So for some of you, you might get this recognition, that you've been seeking, or that maybe a pay raise or something along those lines, or promotion, or there's talks that happen to try to come into union and make something work here. Okay. So I don't know, Virgo, this is a reading. Just remember, be kind to your plants, Virgo. Be kind to your plants. All right, one more. Okay, action and change. Absolutely. So movement forward, Virgo. I mean, that's very positive. Whatever the situation is, specifically to you and another person, whoever they are, I do see with the Chariot, again, another major arcana, and the Emperor and the Sun. And I do feel there's going to be action, and someone or two people taking action to overcome some problems and make change. Okay, a little bit of help with the friends and other people to try to, I feel like guide someone along. I am going to move it over to the next message. Okay, because I do feel like I went on quite a bit with that. But let's see what the message is of love here, as far as this being a love relationship or a connection. Some of you are going to, they're just telling me something about a divorcee or a divorcee. Okay. Unavailable. This person is unable to give all you deserve. Okay, Virgo. So this could be a love relationship where two people come together and decide, just be friends. Okay. And that's a possibility. And I was saying to you that I did kind of feel like I didn't see like, oh, hey, there's going to be a long-term kind of thing. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen later, but I do feel either you won't feel like you'd be able to give this person what they need, or that you can meet them where they are, or vice versa. This person might not be able to, and there might be this decision, to say, okay, well, this person can't meet the need that I have, but they do come forward as at least a good friend or an acquaintance. And for some of you, that might be okay. For others of you, you might just be like, let's just kiss and make up and then leave it be and walk away and move on. Okay. For some of you, that energy will play out. Okay. Or this person might, say to you, maybe it's better we just be friends. I can't meet you the way you need me to meet you. And for some of you, it'll be all right. And for others, maybe not. But, you'll do what you need to do for yourself, Virgo. Okay. Let's see what other message there is here. Oh, finances again. Yeah, huge finances. Okay, but then again, marriage, a relationship is moving toward a sacred union. Okay, so I do feel like the overall message is, so marriage doesn't necessarily have to mean that you two are going to be married in a romantic relationship. It could be the marrying of two souls, a sacred union, a very special bond. May not be able to reach the ultimate 10 of Cups kind of energy, because I don't have a 10 of Cups here, because there may be like some type of differences. Remember I said there is some mental incongruity between you and another person, and I don't know that someone may not be able, or I don't know that someone makes a decision to not meet another person's needs. I don't feel like it's that. I feel like someone is incapable to meet an emotional need for another person. Okay. So yeah, you'll have to come back next month to see what the energy is, or tomorrow. But I feel like it starts where there's two people that come together and talk and just try to heal the very basics and the very foundation of a relationship. Could it move into marriage in the future, actual marriage? It could. It could also just move into a very, very special connection, very unique and very sacred. And it could be very platonic. Okay, let's see what else. All right, you've got protected. You are safe and divinely guided. So, whichever way things go here, Virgo, understand that God's got your back 100%. Like you, whatever is meant for you, in other words, I always like to say, God always gives us what we need, not necessarily what we want. Sometimes we connect with people in these profound ways, and sometimes there's that falling in love energy happens, and then we think something's going to go a particular way, but sometimes people come into our lives for completely different reasons. And you know what? Sometimes you come into someone's life for a completely different reason. We all make impacts on each other, and I feel like you and another person have had profound impact on each other, but in ways that neither one of you expected, and sometimes, or almost all the time, the hurt and disappointment comes because of the expectations we place on each other, right? So when we don't put expectations on other people, then we can live a little bit easier with others, because we don't try, I feel like the only expectations we really should have on other people is that we treat each other with respect and compassion and integrity, and honesty. And I feel like it works both ways. And I kind of feel like, maybe some of you met someone in the past and had this huge expectation, and somebody probably, maybe they played the role to act as if they could fulfill that need, but really couldn't. That might have been a huge letdown for you, and or vice versa, Virgo. So, I feel like I might be calling you guys out here, and I really don't mean to, but I do feel like an honest, objective overall view of this relationship is really what's needed. And it doesn't mean two people are necessarily at fault. I just feel like there might have been, you guys were like slipping and sliding like two opposite generating earthquakes. That's really what I feel. And every time, you guys tried to cross each other's crack there, I don't know, stuff started zoom, zoom, and you guys would lose your footing, Yeah, I hope that makes sense. I'm kind of like, what am I talking about? But I hope that makes sense there for you. But you are divinely guided. You are divinely protected. And I think you need to know that and remember that, whatever will be for you will be. And just let things go and just, be happy in your life. Let's see what your Moon Pie Tarot messages are. Also, you guys can follow me on Facebook. I've opened up my Facebook again, so the link should be below. All right, I'm not taking those because, well, yeah, I will. Okay, material wish being granted, putting in effort, and victory, recognition, and applause. For some of you, I do feel like that has a lot to do with your career. And as I said, finance and career are affecting your life and your love life. Some of you may not feel like you can afford to be in a relationship or even want to approach anyone because you're trying to get yourselves financially stable. You might have just started a job. You might still be in school. Some of you are working really hard. You're trying to become more financially stable. And I was talking about that energy here. There might have been an issue where you've been on unemployment or you lost your job or something might have happened. I feel like, that energy is going to play out where you will get yourselves in a much better financial position here, even with the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. There's like, what am I going to do? How am I going to manage something here? How do I go from the Seven of Pentacles to the 10? How do I get myself very good, financially stable, get the money in the bank? Putting in the effort, working really hard, crafting your business or the things that you're doing, and getting that recognition you need. I do see you coming into some type of money, or just wealth of some sort because of all your effort that you're putting in. And you'll start to see the pangs of this in June for sure. Okay. Whatever you're doing now, I mean, I know it's pretty much June, but through the month of June, definitely. Okay, you do have a past person returning, or the energy of the past coming back up. And so that might be for some of you needing to reconcile, or at least try to make peace with a person, place, or a thing. Okay, so that energy is going to come up, which is strange because we're out of the Mercury retrograde. But for some Virgos, the Mercury retrograde past returning happens after the retrograde, and I don't know. All right, so yeah, there's definitely something from the past returning. Could be a memory, which would be things or some unfinished business. Could be a person, a job, a lover, a friend, a family member, or it could be a place, thinking about a place, or something comes back to you in June where there's going to be some kind of like sorting things out, tying loose ends, closure, figuring things out, working things out is definitely happening in June. Okay, which is kind of like just to start getting on a good page with people, places, and things, making peace. Okay, you doing it, another person, place, or thing, that energy settling. It feels like it's settling something. Okay, let's see what your Chinese signs are. And we'll take a look and see if we can figure out maybe... Oh, stuff's falling everywhere. See if we can figure out who this might be, whether this is you or another person, or both of you. Should give you a little bit of clarity on that. Okay. All right. Starting with Year of the Pig. Okay. Year of the Goat. Goat and pig are a great match, by the way. Okay. Year of the Tiger. There's the goat again. Double goat. Pig again. Double pig. Year of the Rooster. Year of the Snake. Rooster and snake are an excellent match. Year of the Rabbit, Goat and Pig are an excellent match. Year of the Horse. Year of the Dog. Dog and a horse are good. How many cards do I have? Okay, one more. Okay, a Year of the Snake again. And Rabbit again. And Year of the Rat. Okay, so like I said, that could be you, could be another person. Take it as it resonates. It might not be any of you. Doesn't mean it's not your reading. All right, let's get into other messages, names, and other psychic messages that come. Some other qualifiers for you. Why can't I? What's going on here? My hands aren't working. All right, let's see. All right, so... Okay. Virgo. I'm seeing a lot of grapes. Yeah, somebody's eating grapes right now. Somebody might be eating grapes. Grape soda, grapefruit, grape chewing gum, just the flavor of grape or actual grapes. Okay. I'm getting a lot of Asian. Okay. So we've got... So I'm picking up like an Asian mother and an Asian daughter. very significant, or student. That's, yeah, okay. A mother and a daughter. One's okay, so the mother is kind of like in a hierarchy type of position. This is what I'm picking up here. And the mother is very successful. She works very hard. She lives a luxurious life. And the daughter is a student or something connected to a school, career, scholarship, possibly. She could be a teacher or a professor. Okay. Oh, and I had this card too. All right. And I also see somebody buying a piece of jewelry. Okay. We've got someone who's 49 years of age. And we also have an initial P. And the name, okay, I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't even know if this is a name, but they're giving me M-I-U. M-I-U? Or maybe it's MIT. University of Michigan. Or there's a university. Somebody's in a university. Okay. Somebody's buying someone a ring, or they're purchasing a ring. And they're also telling me a Taurus. Okay. Emerald. They're saying an emerald ring. There's something about an emerald ring here. Okay. Oh, that's so strange that listen, what is going on here? Not to get political, but I swear I just saw Zelensky, Volodymyr Zelensky. I don't know, it kind of looks like him. This is like a fallen king sitting here, bored. Someone is bored, just feeling like, unemotional relationships are being unemotionally available. I don't know, Virgo. I just feel like someone's like someone gets bored with emotional relationships. They don't know what to do with them. They don't know how to be in them. No, I swear to God, I swear. I'm just seeing like Ukraine all over here. I'm probably going to get banned for even mentioning it, but whatever. Look at the flag. What's going on? Okay, is this going to turn into... All right, I got to find out, because this is... Something's going to show up here. They must want me to know. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. All right, so, I don't usually do this, but I'm going to do it. I don't usually do this. Once in a great while, you're going to get some kind of worldly prediction from me, but there's some kind of expansion. This is a political thing. This is a bonus. This is a political thing to do with Ukraine. Okay? I know. We got this whole thing going on over there right now in the world, right? There's some type of temporary pause that's going to be happening here. Okay? So maybe it's a ceasefire. I don't know what it's called. Not a military person. I mean, I know the terms, but there's going to be some kind of ceasefire or stop of some sort coming up in about 2 months. So that's like June, July. All right, let me see. Sometimes Spirit just is like, wants to talk. Okay. And there's something to do here with a woman connected. There's a queen connected to this king. Kings can I know some places, in some countries don't have kings and queens. And I don't think that Ukraine does. So this feels more like president and president's wife. There's some type of something, an influence by a woman. Okay. She brings some kind of situation, a new idea to this situation about this conflict, to overcome some kind of conflict. Yeah, there's going to be like some kind of new thing that happens, but it has to do with peace and seeing this situation differently. Okay, so there's going to be like a stop. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know what exactly is going to occur, but I do feel like there's a heavy influence. I should just do these political readings, right? Should I just do them? Who knows? There's definitely going to be some kind of change and the end of illusion. So I feel like there's going to be like taking responsibility and accountability for some things here. Okay. Anyway, the overall message here in regards to that is I just feel like there's going to be some kind of pause or stop or end to a conflict. End to this conflict that's coming up this, in the next couple of months. Okay, let me see what else I can get. There's a little doop-de-doo for you guys. All right, let me see what else this Virgo got going on here. I don't know. If you see it in the news, I'll be surprised. Okay, so we've got the initial C. Someone's a jock. I just heard someone's an athlete or a jock. Okay, and there might be a connection to 2021. And someone's born September 10th, September 4th, and September 8th. Okay. All right. All right, I see, I'm seeing like waves of water, big, huge waves of water, someone being overcome by waves of water. It's not a negative. It's not going to be like a, it's just maybe you're swimming or something and listening to this. I don't know how you'd be doing that, but somebody might be near a pool. Oh, okay, hold on. What is going on? If I feel like Spirit's trying to give me this opportunity to give like some kind of, and I'm having a major deja vu. Somebody's giving me an opportunity to speak on some world events, and I really don't want to do that, but they just said overcome by water. What does that even mean? I don't know. They just said overcome by water. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Oh, and they're saying it's overcome by water, and it's not going to be fair, but there's also going to be an ending that brings a new beginning. Okay, I don't know what that means. It could be overcome with emotion as well, or overcome with tears. Trying to see all sides of his situation, and something here about it is fair and it is just a decision, although another person may feel like someone is getting away with something. It's actually fair and just, and it is going to release and bring spiritual transformation. Okay, so I'm also hearing the name George or Georgiana. George or Georgianne. Could be a last name, could be a first name. And let me see what else. I'm going to get one more. One more message for Virgos, and they gave me two. Oh, wow. Okay, an ending brings new love. Absolutely. And the end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both, the opportunity for new happiness, a weight off of someone's shoulders, the end of an addiction, and romance being swept off the feet, and a sudden love affair. Situation that makes the heart flutter, a love of art and possibly poetry. Okay, wow. Some of you, and I'm just going to give this message, some of you are like, I'm done with love, done with relationships, don't want anything to do with it anymore, I'm out of there. That's it. It's over. I'm done. 10 of Swords. I'm giving up hope, and I'm packing my bags, and I'm getting out of here. And then, Here comes love. Yeah, okay. And I'm also picking up, some of you have like some aches in your knee or your shoulders or something like that. And I feel like you need to go see Dr. Love for that. Maybe you need to go get that checked out. Take that trip. Some of you might be going far away or taking a trip somewhere to see a specialist, okay, who's going to give you the elixir that you're going to need for whatever this thing is. This, you got some kind of ache or pain. It could be ache or pain in your heart. You're going to get a little help, or an ache or pain in your head, or your body. You know, some of you might have like some type of you had a heartbreak or something happened in the past. Who knows when? Could be long distance past. It could be just like last week. Whatever it is, I feel like if you're having aches and pains in your body, it's manifested itself physically. Absolutely. You know, so there's something here that you might be going to get some help for that. That's what I feel. And I'm also picking up the initial K, someone's name, first or last name. All right, let me get some of your numbers here. Okay. So September 7th, September 11th, September 12th, September 5th, the 10th, the 4th, and I might have said these before, September 3rd. I'm also picking up Virgo, Leo, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Okay. And I'm also picking up, did I say September 8th? Because it's here. September 8th. Okay. So, September 16th, August 27th, and the number 7201, significant. Someone is age 61. Now they're telling me 2021 again, very significant year, 2021, a couple years ago. Also giving me September 18th. I don't know if I said that before, but I can't keep track. I'm sure Steve-O is keeping track of that. Thank you very much. And also 2017, significant year. And also 2012, significant year. Okay. Just a couple more signs. And see, we have Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Hasn't been around for a while. Libra and Taurus. And one more mix up here. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and Pisces. All right, you guys. So, very interesting. I'll get a couple charms and then I'll let you go. I do hope you guys had a fantastic holiday weekend for those of you who celebrated. Okay. Wow, we've got some serious symbolage going on here. Symbolage. Let me show you. Give me a sec here. Okay. So Virgo, I don't know if you have an attachment to a lotus or a lotus flower. I got a fortune cookie the other day and I opened it up and the fortune was, lotus smells better when you stop. So that's your message, but maybe you have some kind of connection to a lotus flower. There's also a Hamsa here, so this does represent some type of protection as well. And you've got a half moon. Okay, so one of these symbols, or two, or all three of them, are very significant to you in some way. You might carry these symbols around, maybe on a charm bracelet, or you have some kind of connection to the lotus flower, the Hamsa, and the moon. And I'm not, like, I just feel like it's protection. I feel like it's vitality and peace. And I also feel like it's emotions and hope. Okay? So I feel like for some reason, these three are going to be very significant to you in June. And either you're going to see them somewhere, or it's going to stand out to you for some reason, and that should draw you back to the reading, because then that means that the reading is for you. Okay? I mean, it's easy to see a half moon. Actually, we just had one on Saturday. So, I don't know if that's a half moon or a quarter moon. I think it's a half moon. The next one won't be until June 10th. So June 10th might be significant for some of you. And June 1st, winter begins for those of you in the southern hemisphere. So I don't know why I need to say that, but June 1st is going to be a significant time period for you guys. Also, if you live in the southern hemisphere. All right, you guys, so I'm going to leave that message there, or those messages there for you. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, there is a link below in the description box. You can also book with Brandy. And yeah, I'm going to leave that there. And also, if you want to follow me on Facebook, I've reopened my Facebook again. And also on Twitter. And I did open my Snapchat, but I don't really post there all that much, but the links will all be below. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day and night. Hope you will all be very happy, make good choices in your life, and never let anybody keep you down. All right, Virgo, love ya. See ya.